So very interesting what kind of form he's in for this run.
They're doing the countdown now, by the way. We're at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they are off anytime now.
And there we go. Pretty in sync as we start here, so...
Nice.
Should we see a dueling attempt at CE skip here? What do you reckon? What are the chances, do you reckon, Cryptic, of either of these runners hitting it?
Is this layout correct?
In the stream, yeah.
Oh, okay. We've got a different layout. That makes sense. I feel like Aura's probably gonna hit it. Tethys, I know, has been practicing the skip a lot recently too, so we'll have to see, but I'm saying we might be seeing a double CE skip race here. What about you?
I'd love to see a double CE skip race, but at the same time, I'd love to see a no CE skip race. I do love a good skipless CE.
Tethys actually ahead right now for a brief moment.
See both of them setting up for the skip about the same time. Or of course buffering and getting it!
And that's Tethys. A huge hit with Tethys right now.
Yeah, Tethys already likely to have or to have the upper hand, you think, going into this race, and then getting the skip, just adding to that. So definitely advantage Aura if we go through City Escape here.
Yeah, no Eve Muppet either from auraace, so Tethys is going to be taking the full brunt of this time loss.
Yeah, not the cleanest setup from Aura. We're probably still looking at probably about 123, 124 here, possibly.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, getting a low 124. So we'll have to see just how far behind Tethys will be. Are we looking at about 35 seconds or so?
Indeed, this is my gameplay right now.
It is very easy to confuse this with you.
I am at Tethys' house using his controller, but he's coming in a truck chase at around 140, so with an ideal truck here, you'll be looking to end up at about around the 2-minute mark, 2:01 maybe.
Bigfoot reporting to headquarters. Intruder has been located.
Not having the optimal truck section so far, going off throwing up everything at the moment.
That's managed to stick though. Aura looking to have a really nice stop to Bigfoot.
Bigfoot to headquarters, over.
Ending up with a 2:06 there, so about 41 seconds behind as Aura finishes up his Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So Tethys has all the work to do here to try and make this deficit up again. You notice there's no emblem cutscenes for these two runners. They are using the ESG mod for this run just to get through it a bit faster in real time. No free pieces looking for Aura there.
Yeah, this piece one can be annoying as well. This, I believe, has a good chance to give you a mid-piece free, and it does, indeed. I would have checked for this personally. It will be a where the wind blows piece. And this would have been a really nice set had Aura checked for this, but not a lot of people do the top mid-piece free checks that I would recommend.
The moving one as well. The moving one can be pretty irritating to grab there, especially when it gets close to that wind tunnel. But 27, still not a bad time for Aura, but maybe a little chance for Tethys to make a few seconds back.
This is perfect.
He's going to need to make every little moment count if he's going to try and catch up to Aura here. Getting a yellow ping off the start. Getting 10 fingers, so the bottom one of the two possibilities. Into red gate. So good second piece. Looking for one of these free pieces through the middle. Didn't see one. Guessing right on the So choosing the wrong hole there for Scary Eyes. So he's going to have to make his way around the slower way.
It's looking clean though. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon, but it is also going to pull out with a 27, so no real time loss here.
Yeah, Tethys probably with a better RNG there, but not quite the execution. See Aura now making his way through the early parts of the prison lane. Very technical stage with two runners. He's got a very clean start though, coming out of that gate at low 14. I say just as he misses that jump off the ledge.
Tethys is very well known for pioneering the name of this jump that Sheldon mentions. So we'll definitely see Tethys probably hit it.
Quite the small taste of Aura still coming in with a high 36 elevator. So pretty clean so far from him. We'll see if Tethys is able to match it. Tethys spent a lot of time playing this stage back in the Mission 3 IL competition. Which had a different route, but he's still very familiar with the movement of the stage.
Or is that a really nice space right now?
Yeah, barring that early mistake from Aura, it's been very, very clean.
I'm breaking the boxes too, though. Maybe a little 134.
How he goes for this final gate hop, getting the nice quick gate hop. It's a very clean ending, going to give him a 133 here.
133, wow. That's pulling out a lot more than I thought you could squeeze out of that ending.
This is the sort of level of play we expect from our top seeded runners throughout this tournament, though. Very, very talented players.
This is true.
Obviously a very, very clean start to Metal Harbor as well. We're getting a nice underloop. Looking for that sub 20 upgrade quite easily here.
Ah, we're killing it towards this upgrade.
1910 flying through.
Yeah, it's rarely you'll see an 18, but some of the higher level runners can pull it off pretty consistently. That was really close. That was finishing up with a 139, I believe.
I think it's safe not going for the pulley skip there. But getting a little too far forward before doing that spin dash, saving it very nicely though.
Yeah, that could have gone disastrous. Right.
Yeah, these sections, not long before a checkpoint, really costly deaths if you do take them, so doing well to avoid it. And, very, very clean up onto the missile there.
Wow. 1302 was that?
06, I believe.
06, wow.
Oh, as Tethys gets caught by the moving platform, taking the 16-second death.
Hate to see it from Tethys, those moving platforms that they are cycle based and you don't really predict what cycle they're going to be on, so sometimes it can hit you by surprise.
So yeah, very, very nice. That 122, I believe, or 22 from Aura. So without pulley skip, very, very clean time.
Barely made it.
So just making that job here for Tethys that much harder. He's going to need to pray for some mistakes from Aura, but he does not look to be in the mood for making many mistakes.
Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, faker.
Tethys playing it safe as well.
I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Yeah, I think after taking that death, I think the better way to go about this is just make sure you don't take another one. Get out of this stage, into the next one.
There's no time to play games.
So if you start stacking your mistakes and really play with your head, get into that mental game, which I can't really afford to let it eat you, as he does miss getting the string on the missile.
Do you know who
Getting
I
it the second attempt, so that's another 5 seconds or so he does lose there. You see Aura getting a very clean 11:34 in Shadow 1.
Aura is 5:35 into Green Forest, while meanwhile Tethys is having a lot of mistakes here, so it's going to cost him almost a minute, it would seem. Give or take a shadow fight.
What are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you
So we'll
on
give us a
it.
good indicator just where our runners are when we see Tethys get to the end of that shadow fight. But yeah, not looking good for him at the moment.
Gotta get out of here. Find Amy and Tails right away.
You can see what Aura does go for though in this stage. A lot of small optimizations you can make, but then obviously that big wall run. So halfway through. See if he does go for all of them.
Will Sonic equip the shoes? And Sonic is going to not put on the Yeezys and taking a death instead right there.
Not a costly death, only taking about 3 seconds, and then choosing to go the safe way the second time round. Very understandable there.
Well, Tethys just about loading into the shadow fight.
Very clean second, like the mini wall run there from Aura. Obviously Tethys getting out of the fight. And you see now the difference. It was 1 minute 18, I believe, at the end of that Shadow 1 fight. So Aura now getting himself position to attempt. Gotta be going for the wall run here.
Will we go for Tassrun though? Have we seen a Tassrun yet in this tournament actually?
I know we've seen at least one.
That's a really nice Tassrun from auraace.
Yeah, Aura here really pulling out all the stops to show the type of level he is at and taking the loop speed. So despite that death to AEZ, it's been a very, very clean Green Forest from Aura.
Looked a little bit scary on that swing at the end there. If overshot, then Aura could have taken a massive death, but it looked like he managed to land on the platform with the swing still and touch out a little bit at the end.
Huh. No problem.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Tethys can manage throughout this stage to try and keep this gap as small as possible.
This play sure feels
I don't
haunted.
suspect we'll see a war run attempt from
No
him.
time to lose. I
He's
have
going to need
hurry
a good
and
escape
find
this time
the
as he
master
can
emerald.
to try and keep this as close as possible. But Aura does seem to be running away with it a little bit. Getting double containers, but getting the lucky one.
Oh, that's lucky. There are 3 different places where this piece 1 can be, and you really want it to be on Ghost Train. So
Pumpkin one can spawn cold iron bars, so it's not the one you normally check for, but it is there.
you can see cold iron bars in the cutscene usually, so if you get good double containers with that, you'll know it's on Pumpkin at least.
Unfortunate third piece here for Aura on the other side of the map. Oh, and Tethys
Tethys! Oh no! Tethys!
struggling with the tree platforming.
All the way back to the bottom of the tree. That's gonna lose him 10, 11 seconds maybe? That's...
Yeah, these not really the mistakes he
Yeah,
can be
this
afford
is
to be having
perfect.
if he's going to try and put any pressure onto Aura. He's just being allowed a pretty clear run with it at the moment. See what he can manage through missing streak, though. Obviously, the cycle-based stage we have in this run. Very easy to miss out on zero cycle. It just takes one real mistake. It can cost you about 10 seconds.
Yeah. It's very tight as well. I mean, you don't even have to make a massive mistake per se. You can just slightly graze the wall at some point, and that's it. You miss zero cycle.
Even that cutscene very early though, 22:02, he could have taken that. When he does miss weight off.
No way!
There's one of those big mistakes. So definitely missing zero cycle. Probably have yourself about cycle 1.5 or something maybe here.
So Aura has no potential possibilities to get zero cycle now, which means Tethys is a big gain to grab here. Provided that he does manage to get the cycle, though currently he's on Pumpkin Hill with a really nice piece of This is a really good execution of Tethys actually. But I'm gonna piece 1 going to the Windows to me. This piece 2 is a little bit unfavorable, but you get a double or just about coming up with cycles. King of the Hill with Tethys. Yeah, this is definitely one of, if not the worst P-Street story style stage. You have to go all the way across the map in those scenarios.
Yeah, so Aura is taking 1.5 cycle here. So maybe a chance of Tethys to gain a little bit of that time back.
Spectacularly different happening right now. Tethys about to come up in the upgrade. You know, we're one of lucky having a clean selection of mission streak, but that's the start of it.
Yeah, Tethys with a decent mid-22 here. Again, maybe cutting out that cutscene a little bit earlier than necessary. Tethys does hit weight hop, so there's the advantage he already has over Aura in this stage.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice for Tethys.
Still got a long way to go before he hits that cycle.
Oh, whoa! What was that pause hover? That looked really clean, actually, but also kind of tight. I've never seen a runner go from that angle before.
Yeah, very unnecessary, actually. He was Torrent ahead in the cycle by not IGT abusing anywhere near as much as he could have done.
Expect the inside of the
See,
mine
Aura now looking for some free pieces in this cutscene. I didn't spot any personally. No ping either, so yeah, definitely taking the reset. And another reset. If he can if he can hit the buttons. Getting that ping, but still no 3 clams that I can see.
Yeah, this RNG isn't looking very favorable for Aura right now. No free pieces in top room either, so it's gonna take 2 restarts and a piece one with no freebies.
Getting a very good second piece though. You see Tethys now not going to be getting zero cycle.
Oh, that's back down the narrow path. If you get a ping from this piece, you should always just keep running straight down narrow path. It looks like he's going to go all the way back up for the clip out, which is interesting.
Consistent, I'd call it. Very consistent.
Yeah, definitely.
It's closer. I found
Jump can be tricky for some runners.
Still a solid 35 considering his RNG wasn't the best.
Oh, I completely missed what cycle Tethys got actually.
Yeah, this
half
is
cycle.
perfect.
Alright, so he's going to be making up a lot of time on Aura then, still.
A 12 second or so swing towards Tethys. But he's going to need a good aquatic mind, because he is still a long way behind at this point. So solid 214 for Tethys, not bad with the cycle miss.
Or into driving stage. Soon both runners may need to be on the same stage at the same time, but there's not a whole lot, like I say in most races, that you can really go wrong with him. You can miss a few rings and maybe not a boost at some point, or you can hit a car, but either way, this will illusion going to take 2 seconds.
Yeah, there's only 2 real things you're looking for in this stage. Don't fall off the track, and don't hit a car as a piece one. You avoid those 2 things, you're fine. Tethys is not getting a ping initially, but does get one of movement and has a free fans free piece here. In and of an free fans, this could be a very good set.
Let's go, Tethys. Alright, is he going to go to the right in and oven first? It looks like he does.
Oh, narrowly avoided that in the
Entrance to the abyss. Alright.
Bit of an unfortunate piece 2 here. If he can figure out where he's going.
Yeah. This is definitely a better set for Tethys than it was for Aura.
Yeah, the execution in Aura's favour, I imagine. Tethys does come out with 37.
Aura's going to be almost an entire Route 101 ahead at this point.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what the gap is when Aura's time matches up here. We'll be able to tell from the level stage. But it's looking to be just shy of a minute 45, so yeah, it's a very, very favourable gap here for Aura.
You know, a minute 45 could still be lost. You could imagine getting first right GoPro without the checkpoint and then dying at the goal ring. That would be around a minute 20-ish, so that would put them within 20 seconds of each other still.
Yeah, so obviously Death Chamber and Meteor Herd still to come, stages that can cause issues. Like if you get very unfortunate with maybe death strats or just bad RNG in general, you can see yourself losing potentially a significant amount of time there.
Yeah, I found the president.
You see Aura coming out 13:01 as he leaves Route 101, so on pretty good pace still.
2:14.
Yeah, not a spectacular Route 101 from him, but very, very solid. Most runners would not blink twice at a 2:14. See now if he can take pole hop, which I 100% imagine he'll be going for here. So missing that pulsar in the last stage, so maybe good chance another miss one here. He does miss the initial pulsar, and again. So no pole hop for Aura. He's going to have to resort to Axel jump here.
Yeah, it doesn't go for GC as the backup either. It's like Axel will be the play for Aura right now.
Well, it's a very clean first stage of Tails. I noticed a couple of errors in Aura's last couple of ones. Really hoping to rid himself of those. Potentially get some potential death points in hidden base that will cost you large amounts of time. Mainly being here. This is the most significant one if you can avoid anything here, which he does safely, landing on top of the pulley.
I took a really unfortunate death there in one of my previous races. It cost me around 40 seconds, so... And nothing can happen in this stage.
Tethys again, an unfortunate hit on the car as it comes towards the end, but without a boost to back him up. Aura here really struggling with his pause hovers. Those fingers not working as you want them to at the moment, and really struggling to make this. Does eventually on about the 7th try. And then missing another one, so pause hovers really abandoning Aura here.
Yeah, that's quite worrying because there are a few pause hovers coming up. Some people don't even pause them, but if you do go for these pauses, then lifting the pause hover here could land you in the sand. So...
Let's see if he does still attempt the pause hover and does get that one. And again, but again, those were pretty close. He nearly missed those. But Tethys here with a chance to close the gap up a little bit if he can have a very clean hidden base. The 150, yeah, 153 here from Aura, not the best.
He don't miss.
Hit pole hop.
He don't miss. Tethys does actually get a pole hop, and he's in there.
And yeah, on a very good cycle here, so no worries about the death. And definitely a chance here maybe to make some of that time back. Obviously, Aura enters probably the most technical stage of the game in terms of the way we play it.
Yeah,
So,
definitely the most technical Sonic stages if we're disregarding skippers.
Yeah, another one of those stages was very easy to make some mistakes, lose yourself small chunks of time, and then very few areas where there are large death areas.
Oh!
So yeah, Aura's movement here, letting him down a little bit.
It's a nice backup though.
Yeah, getting a high 35 upgrade. We have seen some of the top runners be getting sub 30s in the area, so probably not playing it here to the standard he would expect of himself.
It's true, and meanwhile Tethys getting quite a nice in base right now, it would seem. It was a 113 check, I believe. Almost failing the pulse up, like I mentioned earlier there, because if you miss that, then you angle yourself incorrectly, you can fall into the sand and lose a lot of time.
Ooh, Aura there, bounced on the floor and nearly falling into the pit. That would have been a very big time loss. You do have to wait for the hourglass at the top to flip back over before you can go again.
Yeah, have we seen anyone fall into that pit yet? That would have been really unlucky.
Ooh, speaking of falling into pits.
Oh, it's
Aura
the pit!
Yeah, Aura here really not playing the best abilities.
Oh no!
And missing the door.
Aura going for
And taking a death! That's
Aura
a big
is
death from Aura.
going for an interesting backup that I've never seen anybody do before, and unfortunately it does not pay off for him, losing a lot of time there.
35 seconds ago. That is a route we take for the M3 to get up there. You can work your way around, but still, big error from Aura there, and a chance of Tethys to close some of that gap a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I think Tethys might just be back in this now. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, there's still quite a huge gap between both runners, but it's definitely way easier for Tethys to catch back up after that happening.
So Aura leaving 1709, so we'll see just what the gap is when Tethys gets to the end of the stage.
Barely made it.
But definitely looking a lot closer than it was only a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, green pink beats one Aura.
Probably the worst green thing you can get over these one.
Yeah. Oh no!
4 leads. So choosing to go back through core to get around to the green piece. There is maybe a chance of a core piece here. See, Tethys avoiding snake skin. Or not choosing core, he's going for red box kick. Very interesting, being as he was taking that way around.
I'm unsure how I'd route this, but I think I'd just keep running through red green.
I think I'd have gone through red green.
This is equally enough.
Yeah. So a really unfortunate set here for Aura. See Tethys here coming to the end.
Alright, I thought that looked like he didn't have a lot of speed done. Luckily he does manage to cross that loop.
So Tethys here less than 40 seconds behind now as he enters into Death Chamber. Aura getting a pretty unlucky set. It's taking over a minute time to get there.
I found him.
So we'll see if Tethys gets some good RNG here. Definitely can narrow that gap a bit.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Getting a good
Water
death
Rush.
piece to start with.
Yeah, isn't this supposed to give you the best death chance?
I know. I was doing this piece the other day when I was trying to find a picture of Bugs on Patrol, and I think I got 7 or 8 deaths in a row with a piece to start it. So definitely has good death luck here.
48% chance death piece, so this is a really good piece to want to Tethys.
Takes the hit, but unfortunately grabs a few more rings. He's gonna be a little bit slower dying here than he wants to. And getting the death strat first try. See how his piece 3 treats him.
Meanwhile, a nice boom from auraace.
Getting Wandering Ghost, he gets the red box there. Pretty good piece.
He does go for it. A little bit too slow, though, I believe, to get pushed back out of the box, though.
You see Aura getting a very clean 38 through King Boom Boo with the cat boost strat.
So yeah, Tethys not really capitalizing on the time save he could have had here.
Aura now. Very, very clean start to Red Golem here from Aura. 2 super bands in a row. Oh, missing the third one though.
Or in descent.
And down into Aura's hand again. Not picking up a ring either, so testing his luck a little bit here. If he does take a quick hit from Red Golem, picking up the ring at this occasion though.
Yeah, that's wise. The Golem can be a little bit unpredictable sometimes.
It's the clean final hit. Still getting a sub 40 time here.
Nice try, Rocky.
But probably would have been hoping for better after those first 2 clean super bounces. As Tethys hitting his cat boost, we'll see if he can get these 4 clean hits.
That was a good that was a good cat boost from Tethys.
People were entering into Eternal Engine, getting ready for his Bofur attempt. Has plenty of lives, so resets here won't be an issue for him if he does take a death. Not getting the first try. See Tethys here using a pretty base strat here for Red Golem.
Pretty base indeed.
2 very clean to start with. As Aura gets out of bounds second attempt, setting up for his 3rd profit bounce, does hit it.
Do you want to explain a little bit more about these bounces, considering you're the person who found this strat?
I was about to say Tethys there standing a little too far behind Egg Golem and does get Ballerina there. I can do a quick explanation though. Basically, it's a normal spin dash that you just do towards the wall, but you've got to be stood in a very precise spot to get it to work. You're going to be a little bit in front of that line that runs through the middle of the platforms, and either to the left or right of the one that runs between you and Egg Golem. You stand in that point, just spin dash at the wall, and it does throw you up into the air.
Yeah, so Aura has a really interesting angle here. I think the camera was a little bit mean to him on the turn, but he might be able to pull this back luckily. Yeah, essentially a profit bounce is just a block bounce. You line it up at a very specific point there.
See exactly where Aura is in terms of this. He does find the tube quite comfortably. A little bit low, but does hit the goal ring. If he had missed that though, we were looking at a pretty much even race. So
yeah, that would have been really scary.
So good there for the Aura fans, not so much for the close race fans.
Any Tethys fan base in chat?
See Tethys out of bounds here on the 2nd attempt, making his way now towards the goal ring. See what RNG has. Oh, a terrible first piece for Aura. Good decision there to reset that one. Not a fantastic piece here, but not a terrible one either.
It's closer. 2 more left.
You be taking ground pieces. This is something that a lot of people don't do, and that still continues to confuse me to this day, to be honest. Strange pin dropping though.
It's closer. 1 more left.
Oh? Oh, for a moment I thought Aura got on top of the tip and I was taking the spring to be fast. Looked like a mistake though.
Looking like the bottom one here for Aura.
It's closer.
So getting a 44, not a bad time at all. good RNG here. Could potentially put Tethys a little bit closer.
Yeah,
You
this
see
is
the gap
perfect.
there, about 1 minute 20.
It's
as they
true.
both
And
leaving
it
egg
looked
goal
like
and egg
Tethys had a
damage.
very similar end time. Both are.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my
That's
emerald?
a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
It's very much looking like just Aura with 2 levels to
Very
go.
well. If that's how
He's
you
not
want
making
to
any
play,
major
I
mistakes on
won't
his
take it
skips.
from you.
You'd imagine this race is in his hands. Tethys getting a pretty bad first piece himself, not choosing to reset it.
You know, there are like 3 or 4 sets with this piece that are really, really good though, so you'd hope that Tethys
Get
would
away
pull one
from
off
my
there.
emerald.
We're hoping to see on top of the steel drilling tower yellow if he didn't get any of the 2 other free pieces. And I'm spending a little bit of time trying to get to him. That is
Ooh,
not the right set
That's
though.
not what you want to see. Go on, Mr. Hunting. What's his piece 3?
Jump from the star probably.
Taking the easy route there.
Whoa, that's actually really close. If Tethys continued going the same direction he was going, this would have been a little bit closer, but...
Yeah, another pretty good set. Well, not a good set, but good time for Tethys with the 47. Pretty comparable to Aura's.
Oh,
Here's now-
Aura. Really nice stock crazy gadget there.
Setting himself up for his CGSS. Going for the bad cam attempt here. Getting out of bounds first try. We're expecting to hit the goal ring from here. Very experienced with the skip at this point. Oh, we're getting a little high,
No!
but does save
nice
it.
Save.
Oh.
With that save without the good cam? Are you kidding me? Oh.
Huh. No problem.
Tethys, they're messing up his Rouge fight, having to take a reset.
You're no match for me.
Tethys choosing to go for the ring at the start. Very interesting strat. It does make this fight a little bit harder in my opinion.
I do this too, to be fair.
Pause buffering to try and get the minute, but not hitting it.
Uh-oh.
Gets out of the laser fast enough and does get the kill. So solid 15 from him.
A little bit scary looking, but still a nice pull off from Aura.
Now just one boss and one level separates him from his victory in his first match. Definitely on pace for a low 25, so would not be a bad introduction to this one before.
Yeah, you can't really imagine Tethys coming back from this at this point, but Aura could still mess up final rush a few times.
Very clean start though. An 18 off the rail, or a high 17 even.
Yeah.
So if he goes for the fast fall attempt, Tethys sets up for a CGSS. Oh, looking a little low to me, and getting hit by that kill plane.
This is the first time we're seeing Tethys not pause buffer. I do believe that he was trying to practice not having to pause buffer this because of how much we joked about it, so...
Again though, looking very low to me, but he does get out of bounds this time. Like Aura choosing to land on the roof there. I think he didn't have quite enough height. But they're getting out clean. Aura looking like he has plenty of height here. So should be getting out his crazy, his final rush very, very clean. A very nice 122.
Yes!
Yeah, there's just really not much that can go wrong for Aura at this point. He would need to mess up Shadow 2 for probably around 2 minutes.
I also did my math wrong. Tethys here, Aura, sorry, with a very good chance for 24 still here.
Oh.
As long as he doesn't lose about 6 seconds in this fight.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of chaos control!
Kicking
It's
off.
only chasing Shadow.
Not quite slowing down enough before that first hit.
The platform looks a little bit... Nah, he's going his left, it's fine.
It is a 24 from Aura in his first match, 24-56. So a very, very solid performance from him. Taking that victory. You see Tethys now making his way towards his FR skip. This is still on pace for Tethys' best run of the tournament so far, so not a bad performance from him at all.
Sonic, I did it.
This is true.
But just coming up against the better man on the day, Aura beating Tethys' PB here in this run. So Tethys would have had to play the best he's ever played to have any chance in this match.
Sonic!
So no shame at all. No shame at all in taking this L.
Huge second shaved off the Tethys' PB though, so yeah, Aura with a really nice play. Yeah.
Tethys now falling down towards the goal ring. The platform or the tower should spawn in any second now. We'll see if he has enough height, which he has plenty of. Completely fine here. Off to the right, so avoiding that big kill claim through the middle. So the only chance here of a 27 here for Tethys if he has a clean final fight. 26, apologies. So well over a minute faster than he has been in this tournament, so definitely making improvements. He'll be hoping to carry that through as he goes into the round of 32. Will be taking that 4th place, so the unfortunate seeding location, meaning he will probably be facing one of the winners or one of the groups below him.
Give me Tethys, let's go. Give Tethys to me, let's do this. I'm so ready to face Tethys in brackets. Let's make this happen. Even way low, it looks like, is he going to be finishing up with a 26 here? It's going to be close. Oh, I'm just barely jukes out the 26, and it's down to a 27, but it looks like it's still going to be a really nice finish for Tethys. Ah, Shadow. Yeah,
and just getting the 27-14, so GG to Tethys, shaving nearly a minute off his best time in this tournament so far.
Alright, congrats to both runners.
I think we're going to try and get both the runners into this call here. Just get a little bit of an interview afterwards. If they're both prepared to join. I, however, I'm going to make my way out and leave the interviewing to Cryptic. I do have a race to get ready for in just under 20 minutes time, as I will finally be making my debut in this tournament. I know you've all been waiting for it.
Alright, thank you, Prophet. Good luck with the practice.
I'll be up against Dawn, who'll be suffering his first L of the tournament. So I will see you guys in a bit. Have fun.
You gonna take that, Dawn? Alright, waiting to hear back from each of the runners if they want to do an interview. In the meantime though, I can run you through the next match that's about to happen. As Prophet said, I believe it is Prophet versus Dawn. And it looks like on comms we're going to have Tethys and Mikey, so Tethys coming out strong from this match and going straight into commentary. That one's going to be a really good match. Alright, now we're just waiting on somebody to drag them in. Hello runners.
Hello! Hi everybody!
Yeah.
Well, first of all, massive GG's to Aura, that's one hell of a time.
GG's, dude.
Thank you so much.
So, yeah, what did you think about this race?
I'll let Aura go first.
My early game was pretty good, I guess. Well, for a race. Got a bit shook in desert, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty decent first race for the tournament, I guess.
That pyramid game was super rough, and then Death Chamber just didn't treat you nicely either, to be honest.
Well, that's rough. You set the bar.
That much, and I got like a 110 or something.
Well, Nick wants to talk to you personally about the Death Chamber, but I mean, you can go talk that out with him now.
Nice.
How about that, Pepper?
Well, I mean, look, man, it's auraace, right? The top seed in the entire tournament. I wasn't under any illusions here. I didn't expect to win. but I'm so much happier with how I did here today. I was nervous, fretting all day, trying to stay chill, just hoping I could get something that was somewhat close to what I think I'm capable of, and I'm pretty pleased with what I did today. So thank you to everybody.
Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to add?
No, I'm all good. Thank you so much.
Well, GG's on the race runners.
Take care. All right then. Looking forward to the rest of them. I'm back up on comms next.
Yeah, and I'm unfortunately gonna have to take my departure now. So bye.
Unfortunate.
Thank you for having me.
Take it, Crypto.
Alright, see you guys at 6 where I'm back. Hope you guys don't miss me too much.
Bye, everybody.